Chapter 1. The Beginning. I met my future wife, Sabrina Calloway, in a boutique hotel in San Francisco. She worked as a manager there, overseeing the front desk with a confident, welcoming smile. The hotel itself wasn't extravagant, but it had a charm that set it apart. I was in town for a week on business, and she was the first person I encountered when I checked in. "Welcome to the Bay Haven," she said, flashing a smile. "Staying long?" "Just a week," I replied, "but judging by your greeting, I might extend my stay." She laughed, a melodic sound that immediately made me want to hear more of it. We fell into easy conversation, and throughout my stay, I found myself looking for excuses to stop by the lobby just to chat with her. She had a quick wit and an effortless charm that pulled me in. By the last night of my stay, there was no denying our connection. We shared a lingering kiss just before I left for my flight. I returned home to Seattle, but I couldn't get her out of my head. We texted and called constantly, and within 2 months, she made a bold move. She left her job and relocated to be with me. Chapter 2. The Honeymoon Phase. At first, everything was perfect. Sabrina moved into my condo, and we fell into an easy routine. I work in software development, primarily from home, which gave us plenty of time together. She looked for jobs, but wasn't in a rush, and I didn't mind supporting her while she figured things out. "I don't want to just take your money," she'd say, though she had no problem borrowing my card for shopping sprees. "I'll get a job soon, I promise." And she did. Eventually, she landed a position at a real estate agency. She was a natural, charming, persuasive, and ambitious. She excelled quickly, closing deals left and right. Her commissions grew, and with them, so did her appetite for luxury. She bought expensive clothes, designer handbags, and a sleek red sports car, her dream car, as she called it. I was happy for her, even when I noticed she rarely spent any of that money on us. I paid for our vacations, our dinners, our home. It didn't bother me at first. I loved her, and it felt good to see her thriving. Chapter 3. The Shift. Then things changed. As her income surpassed mine, her attitude toward me shifted. The warmth she once had turned into something else, something cold, dismissive. She started working late, taking calls in hushed tones, and acting strangely secretive. I told myself it was just stress. That was until I started hearing a name pop up in her conversations: Miles Abbott. Miles was an investor from a major hedge fund, buying up properties across the city. He was wealthy, influential, and, according to office gossip, a known womanizer. Sabrina became his personal assistant, a title that had nothing to do with her real estate job. She began attending private dinners, working weekends, and making significantly more money than before. "You wouldn't understand," she said one night when I confronted her about it. "This is an opportunity. Miles has connections that could change my life." "He's married Sabrina," I reminded her. "So what? That's his problem, not mine." The way she said it, so casual, so detached, made my stomach turn. Chapter 4. The Betrayal. One evening, I sat at my desk, scrolling through news articles when a headline caught my eye: real estate mogul and assistant arrested in major fraud scandal. The assistant, Sabrina Calloway. I clicked on the article, my heart pounding. The report detailed an FBI sting operation, exposing Miles Abbott's money laundering scheme. He had been using Sabrina to funnel illegal funds through fake real estate deals. The kicker? The article explicitly stated that she was not just his assistant, she was also his lover. I felt sick. My hands shook as I scrolled through the attached images, grainy surveillance photos of her and Miles in his car, in hotel lobbies, in his private suite. One particularly damning image showed her straddling him in the backseat of her dream car. A knock at the door snapped me out of my daze. It was the police. Chapter 5. The Fallout. At the station, they showed me everything. Bank statements, recorded phone calls, text messages. I sat in stunned silence as they laid it all out in front of me. Sabrina had been siphoning money into offshore accounts, using my name on paperwork without my knowledge. I was this close to being implicated in her crimes. She sat in the interrogation room looking small and pathetic, nothing like the confident woman I had once loved. When she saw me, she burst into tears. "Ethan, please," she begged. "You have to help me." I stared at her, my voice eerily calm. "You used me, lied to me. And for what? Money. Miles?" Tears streaked her face. "I never meant to hurt you." But you did. I stood up looking down at her one last time, and now you're on your own. I filed for divorce the next day. She tried to fight it, but with her legal troubles, she had no leverage. I left her with nothing. No money, no car, no home. Just the consequences of her own greed. Now, a year later, I've rebuilt my life. I'm in a new relationship, one built on honesty and trust. I've learned my lesson. Love isn't about convenience, and real partnerships aren't built on manipulation. As for Sabrina, she's still fighting legal battles. But for the first time in a long time, I don't care. I'm free.